Tougher than a Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and power. Money and powder and power. Money and powder and power.
That paper, yeah, I gotta stack that. Them diamonds keep blinking, we might have to jack that. Now boy, when that blicky come out, you get clapbacks. Draw down with a little joint, I'm at you like pat. Come back when them candles out round your block and kick that. Come back when your funeral in progress and hit that. Hit your back to back, your bitch ass won't even hit back. Yeah, we splashing in fashion. Nigga, you could check the drip, catch you slipping, we sliding. Your niggas on some different shit, we hit the lick, we with the shit. Shh. When you get hit, quiet down. No need for the talking. The fuck is that about?
Tougher than a Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and power. Money and powder and power. Money and powder and power.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of the Budget Cut Podcast, brought to you by Dope Content and MT Darkness, ladies and gentlemen. We are your hosts here doing it yet again. We're back for another week. Dope Content, aka K Lou, whichever platform you watch me on. We got MT Darkness right here. Thank you for the Noti Gang that's here on YouTube and Twitch. Let me make sure YouTube is running. Yeah, it is. Okay. And shout out to everybody on both channels. Here come Get the Tables, talking about Tom. You better be glad I ain't got my my sound effects up right now, Tony, because I will boo you right now. You happy because you beat a washed, beat down Rams team that suck right now. Good job. Good job. Your team's still ass. Like, they're done. They're done. Red Laser was good.
Ty, what's up?
Yeah, I can't see Dark's comments this week because we doing it the old format. Oh well. Red Laser was good. Get the Tables was good. Make sure y'all follow Get the Tables. We got a busy week of wrestling to talk about. We have Crown Jewel. We have Monday Night Raw. I actually went to Monday Night Raw. Andy on YouTube. What's good, man? Appreciate you joining. Thank you to my YouTubers, man. We have gained over 150 new subscribers since last Sunday on YouTube, man. So shout out to the people, the new people that's coming from YouTube, man. Tony said Tuesday we'll get it. Man, I ain't worried about. You think I'm worried about you bragging about Tom Brady barely getting the win? I ain't worried about none of that. D-Web in the building was good. I'm waiting on Push to come in. Push need to come in Tuesday because we put a whooping on that Miami Hurricane. So,
trying to
Ty said,
I like
any
that.
ass boys in the chat. Good Lord, no. Dark, are you scissoring people over there?
Not here. Nope.
No, sir. So
it's a scissory environment in my area.
Yeah, there you go.
At least on my end. At least on my end.
Yeah.
What anybody else does, that's on them. But not for me.
Get the Table said, what up, Dark?
Get the Tables. How you doing, Tony? We haven't done a show in a long time, man. I'm waiting for that Survivor Series.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Hopefully, I am. I'm not working. I believe I'm not working. If I remember correctly. So that will be dope, man. 4-man booth again, Survivor Series. we're about to start the build up to Survivor Series as we are in November. We got rid of Crown Jewel. I said got rid of. We got through Crown Jewel.
Ty says Platinum Dark and Daddy Ass Dope.
Oh my God. Here we go, man. See,
Oh,
this is
shoot.
be glad I ain't got my sound effects up right now, because
I got the gun sounds going. It's all good.
there
I
you
got
go. There you go. There you go. Um,
Oh man.
a lot to get into, man. We got the week of wrestling. I went to Monday Night Raw. AEW was another good show, good week of AEW. I actually watched the full episode of Impact. I don't remember nothing still outside of Mike Speedball Bailey going one-on-one with Kenny King. That was a good match. Outside of that, I really don't remember anything major that happened in Impact. That's the type of week it was for Impact. What else? JD from NY blocked me, y'all. That's hilarious.
That was funny.
Hilarious.
A little bit of backstory. So
Go ahead.
I don't believe Dope hasn't been like one of those like fans of JD.
Right.
But after one of the streams we had, he showed me JD's stream that he was doing on YouTube, because I hadn't seen it before. And
Yeah.
Dope actually had nothing but praise for his overlay setup. He was actually being very positive towards JD from NY. For this to happen, I just started laughing so hard.
Bruh. I was like, damn, as soon as I started talking good about him, because I remember telling Push right before I told you, I say, look, man, I got on him, just from his tweets. I say I didn't really give his show a chance. So I said, I'm gonna watch his show. And I felt like that was unfair to come at him just from tweets and clips that other people were posting, and I actually watch his show. Because people can take any clip and make it sound bad. And I was actually going off of that. So I was like, man, let me give JD a chance and actually watch his show. And I was like, I don't agree with everything JD says, but his show was nice. You saw it. I showed. He got a dope setup. Like he does a lot. Like it's some stuff he does, and I'll be like, nah, why you do this? Like talking shit about Sean Ross all the time, but you get all of your content from Sean Ross. All of your breaking news comes from Sean Ross. So why are you talking shit about this man? He's the reason your career is going right now. Anytime you do a breaking news stream, you got thousands of people in there, and your breaking news is you reading Sean Ross report, and then you talk shit about Sean Ross. Like stuff like that, I don't agree with. But JD does a good job in the wrestling community with, being entertaining. He's loud. I posted a YouTube short this week after I found out I was blocked, calling him out. Because I'm like, hold on, why does it say I'm joined by Guitar Slayer? This still has my old. No, stop. See?
Oh,
no.
wow.
Yeah, I'm just now seeing that.
I didn't even realize it. I didn't even.
It still had my old podcast from the people that watch the MGK Blackpink musicians on my podcast. That's what you're saying. I was like, wait a minute, Guitar Slayer's not on right now. So, but yeah, man, I gave this man a chance. I actually, spoke positive about him a little bit, even to Push, spoke positive about him. And then he got into it with Jade Cargill and the rest of the women's locker room in AEW. And then I ended up seeing like a short. Somebody posted a short about it, him going off on them. So I'm like, oh, dang, what happened? So I go to the Twitter just to see. I see Jade's comments, but I was like, where's JD's comments? So I look. I said, oh, I'm blocked. So I just started laughing. I was like, yo, when did this happen? Because let him tell it. He don't see none of our stuff. But I was like, he got to be seeing something to block me. And like I say every week, people be like, oh, we ain't, nah, man, you might not be watching. Nah, somebody watching. Like, for example, the AEW show this week, we talked about the referees kicking people out from ringside. And what happened this week? Darby Allin attacks Sanger or whatever his name is, and Sanger and them gets removed from ringside, and he didn't even do nothing but just stand there like a brick wall. He didn't even do nothing.
He literally didn't do anything. He just
And it's like AEW, it's almost like AEW heard us, or somebody sent them a clip. Somebody sent the clips to people. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I listened to all the nobody else said nothing about the Britt Baker interference but us last week. I watched every podcast. I watched like every podcast that get attention, like the JDs and the Busted Opens and all that. Nobody mentioned that. We the only ones that did that. Then all of a sudden, here they go, kicking people out from ringside, even though it didn't make sense this time, but at least they're kicking people away from ringside. So yeah, somebody is sending clips to somebody, and they're saying our stuff somehow, because JD had to see something, because I ain't never tweeted him directly or nothing like that, or tagged him in anything.
Well, if you're using our ideas, give us our flowers, damn it. That's what we want.
I'm saying, like,
we want some recognition.
if you're screenshotting us and clipping us and all that, just, hey man, tag us at least. I want to know what I said when it happened. But yeah, man, busy week of wrestling, man. JD, back to JD. I called him out because just recently he was going off on damage control. Not damage control, I'm sorry. He was breaking news from Sean Ross that, you know, WWE is interested in bringing back Chelsea Green, Mia Yim, and Tegan Knox. So he goes off on his rant about Tegan Knox, talking about how they use her on SmackDown. And I'm with him. I'm like, yeah, you know, they ain't use Tegan right on SmackDown. So I'm with him. Up until he said, oh, they messed up by teaming her with Shotzi. They should never be a team. They never teamed on NXT before. And whoa, time out. They never teamed together on NXT before? Because in 2020, they was fighting for the tag championships against Bayley and Sasha Banks. So I made a short video on YouTube, had my say so, and then posted the proof of them tagging. And it's like, this is who y'all listen to. You know what I'm saying? He be loud, arrogant, and wrong as hell, because he's always, JD is one of the ones, I'm always right. No, you're not. And it's okay to be wrong. It's a lot of wrestling history to remember. But when you're cussing people out and blocking them when they tell you, hey, no, that's not what happened, you're an asshole.
It's all about being loud. That's all it is.
Yeah.
The loudest people on the internet are heard, even if they're spouting nonsense. And that's what he does. I'm probably going to get blocked for saying this, but that's what it is. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of it.
But yeah, all the so-called big names in wrestling community on social media is blocking me. I'm already blocked by Hill Bitch, and now I'm blocked by JD from NY.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, Hill Bitch. I definitely came at him. So yeah, I came at him after he blocked me. Just the same I'm about to do with JD. So if I hear JD say some stupid shit again, I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna make a content video for YouTube again. So
oh shit, here we go. Round 2.
Y'all know I'm petty as hell when it comes to stuff, especially when I'm like, I've been talking good about your ass for the last 2 months. So yeah, all right. But let's keep it moving. Let's get right into Monday Night Raw.
You said get JD on the Budget Cut podcast. Oh, shoot. That's what I want. If we could make that happen, hell yeah, absolutely.
That would be dope. I don't think he'll do it though.
Shoot.
He won't. Yeah, he ain't gonna do it. But yeah, let's get into Monday Night Raw. Anything stood out to you? I'll give you my experience from actually being there, but let's see what stood out to you.
Okay, let me look through what we had here. The pull apart from the beginning of the show. I thought that was really dope. That was probably one of the better things on the show for me. I thought the Johnny Gargano interview thing was really dumb. Because I don't know. I feel like we've been waiting for a payoff for this thing for a while, and I did not like the payoff for this. I thought it was kind of stupid. Go ahead.
In the arena, they were laughing their ass off.
Really?
Yes. Like when they were seeing him dressed up in characters and stuff, everybody was laughing inside the arena. So it worked inside the arena. I don't know how it came off on TV, but it worked inside the arena.
No, it was interesting. It was interesting watching it, but I just, at the end of it, I was just like, I don't know about all this. Roman knocking out the Miz at the beginning of the show, I thought was cool. And I didn't like the hot potatoing of the continual hot potatoing of the women's tag titles. I didn't like seeing this tag match again. And I didn't like getting the announcement that we were getting it another time at Crown Jewel. Bruh. I was like, man, come on, dude. Jesus. Just let this be over with. Also, Nikki Cross losing this early. She literally showed up last week and then got beat. Like, I didn't understand what that was for. Yeah, that was my Raw. I just thought this Raw was just very like mediocre. I think mediocre is being positive on it, like maybe too positive. This was not a great addition to Raw. This might have been my least favorite Raw since Triple H started. Since the Triple H era. Goodness gracious.
Dang. Andy said, how did we like the Logan performance? We'll get to that, Andy, but it was dope. We was talking about it. This man is earning my respect. He's a natural in the ring. Performing in front of the biggest crowds in WWE. Those his 3 matches is at WrestleMania, Crown Jewel, and SummerSlam. Yep. And he killed all 3 of them. So Logan is pretty good, man. If y'all want to join the show,
really coming in handy for him.
Yeah.
So that wrestling background he's got, something else.
Also, if y'all want to join the show, all you got to do is click the link in the chat. We will see you, and we'll bring you on the screen. If you want to join the show. I know it's been a while since people joined the show, so feel free. Click the link. You can join the show at any time. I will try to remember to keep posting it in the chat as we talk. So Nikki Cross came out. At first, no reaction at all, right? They heard her music, and it was like no reaction. Cool. When she got to the ring and started just like, it's almost like she forced the crowd to react to her. I don't know how it came off on TV, but when she started hitting the ropes and going crazy and Bianca was looking at her crazy, like what's going on? That's when the crowd started actually cheering for her inside the arena. So I don't know how it came off of TV because sometimes, it's always louder in the arena than what it is on TV.
Yeah.
So, the match happened and we just like, okay, she's wrestling normal. She's not doing nothing crazy. She's just regular Nikki. Like, she did all this, and I'm sure they was hyping her up on commentating, like how crazy she is and all that. And then she just had a normal match. They were?
Yeah, they were saying, oh, she's unhinged. She's this, that, and the third. But yeah.
And it was a normal match.
Wow.
And like the people in my section was like, is she gonna do anything dangerous? Like, we was expecting her to get disqualified for picking up weapons or something, and it never happened. When the KOD happened, everybody popped for that because there was a beautiful KOD, but it was like, okay, what's going on with Nikki? It's the same old Nikki. Like, it was no point of bringing her back to not only, and then she attacked Damage Control again.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when they came to the ring, she attacked them again just to help them out last night at Crown Jewel. It's like, what is going on? Like, she's the reason they're the tag champs again. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, man. The pull apart was dope. Everybody was on their feet from that. I posted Brock Lesnar doing commercial break on my YouTube shorts. He L5 Adam Pearce again. And that post blew up. Part of the reason why those subscribers came in like that. That post blew up, man. I think I got like 100 from that post alone.
Holy smokes, Jesus.
So like, yeah, people like seeing Brock L5 people, I guess, man. Seth Rollins, is he a baby face again? Are we supposed to forget that him and Ali was going crazy? And like, what's going on with that? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Like, jeez, Seth needs to and Ali's acting weird too. He's in the back making fun of the Miz. Like, I don't know what his direction is going on right now either. Like, it's just, I thought they had something good, and I really hope that they get back to this match at some point too, because especially with Braun acting like an idiot and Ali gaining some traction on Twitter talking against him. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. This has just been kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like
I also don't know why Seth was going against Austin Theory too. That didn't make any sense to me either. Because like last week, he was helping Austin Theory and giving him advice on commentary, and it was like they were kind of teasing just a small bit that there might be some type of collaboration between these two again. But then now we have a random match this week for no reason, seemingly.
And
so.
Seth is full baby face. At least he was in Dallas Monday night because everybody was cheering for Seth. They were singing his songs. He was playing to the crowd. Mm-hmm. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking like, what's going on? Like, where is Ali? I was expecting Ali to come out. Ali never came out. So I'm like, yeah, Andy, we'll get to Logan Paul. Turn all that, yeah, we know all that. So
You said WWE kind of fumbling the bag with Austin Theory right now, Ty. Yeah. This is the problem with this was the one big problem coming out of that transition in power was Austin Theory, because Theory was Vince's guy, but now they have no real direction of what they want to do with him. So,
hey, hold on, Dart. Let me go to like my YouTube or something real quick. Let me know if the scroll is still on at the bottom. How's that looking? Because I'm seeing two different screens from what we should be seeing right now.
The scroll at the bottom says the same thing. It says
it's still on.
Yeah, it's still on.
I cut it off like a long time ago.
Nope, it's still here.
And if you look, I don't know if you can see it on the Melon screen that we're on, but it's not even on the Melon screen. So
I can see it on the Melon screen too.
Really? I can't.
Yep. You can't?
No, because I turned it off. All right, let me refresh. Hold on.
Oh, shoot. Oh, damn. We lost him. It's all good.
Is it still on the Melon screen now?
King, what's up? How you doing? Nope, it's gone. Now it's completely gone.
Good Lord.
Blaze is laughing.
Bro, this is why. Dog. And this is why we stopped using Melon for stupid stuff like this, dog. Like, I'm sitting there like, yo, what is going on? I'm looking at YouTube, and it's like, it's still on there. Like, what? But I'm clearly looking at Melon, and it wasn't. All right. Well, anyway, back to the show, man. Because this is why we stopped using Melon, y'all. Only reason we back to it now because I got home late. I didn't have time to really like set up the OBS and all that, and the guest star and all that. And we're turning back the clock. Plus, I like how I can play a video and it still, and it shows up for both of us at the same time. So I do like that. Like, bro, Andy, bro, YouTube. Yes, Logan. Yes, bro. We know about Logan.
Oh my goodness. Somebody needs to relax up in here.
Hey, Dark, did you know? And did you know that Logan Paul got injured?
Oh my God! No, I didn't know that Logan Paul got injured, but I did hear that Logan Paul tore his ACL and MCL.
There you go, breaking news, man. I had no idea, man. That Andy. Okay, bro. Golly.
Oh boy.
I feel like get the tables with Cade. When Cade kept coming in, hey, Alistair Black or Malachi Black asked for his release.
I bet this is his first name. I bet Cade's his last name. I bet Andy's his first name. I bet this one person.
Let me find out. Let me find out Andy is Cade from Twitch, and he doing the same thing to me. Red Lady said, wait, Logan Paul is injured? Yes.
Yes, breaking news.
Yes. Now back to Raw. Carl Anderson defeated Damian Priest. Carl Anderson finally gets a win. Somebody from OC finally gets a win against Judgment Day. Really didn't have thoughts about that. Let me tell you something about Corbin. I finally heard. Geez.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say all I was gonna say was I don't like this pairing. I don't think Corbin's ever needed somebody to talk for him, and this doesn't make any sense. But go ahead.
Exactly. And I finally heard Corbin's music in person, and I thought it would be different. It's even worse. His music is ass. Like, Baron Corbin has the worst theme music in WWE right now. And see, they went to commercial, so we had to listen to the whole song.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
over and over too on repeat.
Oh my god, bro! It was everybody was in the arena like, bro, can you turn this shit off? Like, go to a commercial or something on a big screen. It was horrible, dog. Corbin got the worst music. Otis and Gable got a huge pop and laugh when they came out and did whatever that dance they did where they Chippendale, I guess it was, for Halloween.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That match was weird. Oh man, yeah. When he put the pumpkin on his head and gave him the RKO, I was like, "What the world?"
Yeah. So, The people laughed at that. They was laughing at Riddle dressing up as Ezekiel. Riddle is hilarious, man. Riddle dressed up as Ezekiel. They was laughing at that. Nobody really cared about the Miz versus Ali until Ali actually got the win, and then it got loud in the arena. I don't know how it came off on TV, but when Ali hit his finisher and got the pin, it was loud. But other than that, nobody cared for Ali and the Miz. And then, like I said, the Johnny Gargano reveal, people laughed. A lot of people were laughing at his characters and stuff. Him playing like he Dexter Loomis and all that. Andy, I'm about to block you, bro.
I did think the him making fun of the Miz was funny. I did laugh at that.
Andy is spamming my YouTube right now. Wait, Logan Paul is injured.
Oh my god.
I'm about to block Andy, man. But only reason I ain't blocking Andy because I appreciate the people on YouTube because I'm trying to build a YouTube like Twitch. That's the only reason Andy is not blocked right now. I would take the trolling for the night. Unless he just say something super then other than that. The main event was actually pretty good. I actually like what I saw. What happened?
I forgot about this. So you know when Dexter Loomis started choking the Miz, and then started running away. There was one security guard
cleared the hell out that barricade, man. I was like, who was that, bro?
Oh my god, bro. Like this guy was like, I'm on TV this week. I'm going to make an impression.
Dog.
He jumped right over the barricade.
Bruh, everybody stood up. Everybody stood up and looked like, who was that? Dog? Like, we trying to see if that was a wrestler. Like, that dude.
Shit, that was amazing.
That dude cleared that barricade, bro. Like, that was crazy, hilarious, man.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
And we thought he was gonna catch him. He's like, he cleared a barricade like that. He's about to catch Loomis. But yeah, man. The main event was actually good. Only thing I didn't like about actually being in the arena was they told us who was gonna win like 5 minutes before the match was over. Because you could see them setting up the pyro on stage. And I was like, everybody was like, is somebody coming out? I was like, ain't nobody coming out for this. They about to win. They about to change hands. And they about to celebrate with pyro. And that's exactly what happened. The Bailey doing the Bailey to Bianca Belair. I got a good shot of that from where I was sitting. I posted it on YouTube Shorts. That blew up as well. So yeah, man, it was a good main event. And I was shocked to see them change. Yeah, right. I was shocked to see the titles change hands, but once we get to Crown Jewel, it made sense, I guess. I guess.
Yeah. big emphasis on the I guess part. Yeah.
Yeah, like
oh, man.
I don't. I have so many questions, man. And we're almost to the point where I said I was about to start judging Triple H. We're almost to that point. I said Survivor Series. We're in Survivor Series month right now. So when Survivor Series get here and pass, if we're still asking all these questions and being confused, it's time to start getting on him too. So even with him bringing people back, I feel
honeymoon
like
period's about to be over.
It's over. I'm sad. So you got anything else on Raw that stood out to you?
I have got nothing. Nope, I'm all set. Let's move on to NXT.
Keep it moving, man. Once again, if you want to join the show, all you gotta do is click the link in the chat. I'm gonna post it again. Don't get us banned is all we ask. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Yeah, don't get us banned. That's all I can ask. The link is in the chat. Andy says it's about time I fight Doe for the IC championship. I only fight for the heavyweight championship, buddy. So good luck with that. Good luck with that, buddy. You're gonna be fighting John Cena because you're gonna be fighting the Ghost. Let's get the NXT. What's outside of R-Truth? It's not funny, but it is. Because I saw it happening. I was like, when he did it, I was like, bro, you're not young enough. No, sir. And you ain't even wrestling consistently enough to do this at your age. Like, you have to have some more matches before you try to go over the top rope like you did in your 20s. And sure enough, he barely escaped. Grayson Waller did not catch him at all.
I don't think it's fair to Grayson because I don't think like what happened was what's his name? Truth got like hung up on the middle of the rope. I don't know if I'm trying to look back and see exactly what happened, but it looks like he started to run and then just kind of his leg just like gave out and he wasn't able to clear it. So I think Grayson got as close as he could, but because he took a foot to the face when Truth was coming down. So like he did the best he could, but there was no stopping what was about to happen. Like Truth just, he got jacked up from that.
Yeah, and I was worried about his head, like his neck area. And then he started grabbing his leg, and I was like, oh, come on, man. I was sitting there like, man, I hope he don't have a concussion. Because, in the main event match on Raw, Shelton Benjamin did the same move. And Duke Hudson, it was him, Shelton Benjamin and Truth versus Duke Hudson and Von Wagner, which is on this week's main event. So if you want to see it, go to Hulu and watch it. Shelton Benjamin did the same move, and he cleared the ropes. Nobody caught him.
Oh my God.
And Shelton like literally hit the back of his head on the mat. Like just splat, and you heard it splat. Everybody was like, oh. And Shelton got up and finished the match, which was cool, but now they legit didn't catch him. R-Truth, I give you the Grayson Waller because R-Truth didn't quite make it. But Shelton cleared it. And they basically moved. They just fell down. they didn't put their arms up. They didn't put their shoulders in the way. They just fell back.
That reminds me of when what's his name? Shawn Michaels went for that springboard like moonsault or something like that onto Ric Flair at WrestleMania, and Ric Flair just kind of
just got out the way. Yeah, like, nah, buddy, you not finna get me like that.
Come on.
Rick said he too old to be taking those full bodies coming towards you now. I ain't finna catch nobody, man. I'm Ric Flair. What did you think about Pretty Deadly going up against Wesley and Braun Breaker for the titles?
I'm just glad that they won. That was my big thing. If you're gonna have your tag champions go into this match, they need to be the ones that win. I feel like, just to really establish the tag division. I think that the North American champion and especially Braun can afford a loss. But you really want to build up your tag division. So yeah, I was okay with seeing that. Even with Carmelo's interference, I was okay with that. So yeah.
Odyssey Jones made his return. That was good to see. Good to see. I
don't know why he's been gone for so long. I thought he was. Did you think he was green? And like, because I remember seeing him in the what is it called? That tournament, the breakout tournament. Like he had a match against Carmelo way back then.
Right.
And that match was fantastic. And
that
could
be
a lot. Did he get injured in that match?
Yeah, he got injured. Well, I don't know if it's that match, but he got injured and he was out for 10 months because he was injured.
Okay. I didn't know he was injured. Okay.
Yeah, he got injured. But it's good to see him back.
Yeah.
Alba Fire steady going after Mandy Rose after she did her 1 year anniversary celebrating her title reign. It's just like, what's next for Mandy? Like, after she beats Alba Fire again, unless they have Alba actually win it this time. Kaylee Ray, I should say.
You gotta give the title to somebody. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Both her and Braun have been having these titles for too long. Who takes the title off of Braun?
Who attacked Braun? Somebody attacked Wesley.
Yeah, man.
Von Wagner.
Yeah. Let's hope to God it's not him. Oh boy, did we lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, all right. I thought you were frozen.
No, I was looking at the computer going through the NXT. So is Indy Hartwell face or heel?
Is she a face? I think she's still a face, right?
You would think so, but they putting her up with They putting up against
Zoe.
Yeah,
But Zoe isn't Zoe the one
was going
getting
crazy. Yeah,
I was gonna say Zoe's the one that was getting mad and upset at what's her name? Oh man, the Snow Bunny. What's her name?
Nikita Lyons.
Yeah, Nikita Lyons. Yeah. Ooh. Oh man. Oh. NXT a few weeks ago with her and what was her name? Caden Carter's partner. Or
Casey.
what was?
I call her Casey.
Yeah, Casey. Her and Casey in the ring. You see that clip that was going around? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man, my goodness.
Yep.
Nikita Lyons.
Yeah. But yeah, Indy defeated Zoe Starks. I'm glad to see Indy is starting to get her wins again, man. Maybe she really should be next for Mandy. She should be next to take out Mandy Rose. Honestly, she deserves a title reign at NXT. She's been down there so long. I think she deserves a title reign. I feel like they're about to get the tag titles to Zoe Stark and Nikki next week, or this week, I should say, which I'm not liking at all. Unless they moving Kaden and Casey up to the main roster, I think that's what they're gonna. I'm not gonna like it. That's the only way I'll like them making their move.
Lord knows they need tag teams up there, man. Good Lord.
Yeah,
it's crazy. All this can be fixed. All these, like this tag situation, all of this, they can be fixed if you just have this draft. For some reason, they really want to push it back and wait. But I'm just saying.
Anderson Savage on YouTube, what's good? Shout out to the people coming through on YouTube and the people that's watching on Twitch. Pay me now. Pay you what? Somebody owe you something? Who owe Anderson in the chat? Who made a bet with Anderson that we don't know about? He's saying pay me now. You YouTubers are something. I thought Twitch was crazy. YouTube has been on one tonight. I've already put somebody in timeout. He's about to get banned too. As soon as I figure out how to do all that as easily as I do it on Twitch. Core J defeated Valentina. Any thoughts on that match?
Nope. Move on to the next one.
Pretty Deadly retained their title thanks to Trick Williams. Thanks to Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo, yeah.
Distracting Wesley, and then Von Wagner attacked Braun Breaker, and put him out. And that's how NXT went off. Really was mad at me. Any thoughts on that show?
I agree. Yeah. And I'm not looking forward to Von Wagner and Braun Breaker. These are like the two most. Can you imagine the promos that we're gonna get out of this? This is gonna be horrible.
I really hope they don't talk at all. Just fight.
Oh God. Oh,
just every week, just fight. Don't talk at all. Don't say nothing.
Oh my.
I don't want to hear it. Don't say nothing. Like Braun barking all the time and Von saying he's spitting out in the camera and shit. I don't want to hear that.
Nah, this is gonna be bad. I'm not looking forward to this at all. This was terrible. If this is the next direction, nope. I'm all set.
Yeah, so I guess we can move on, man. If you're on YouTube, shout out to y'all. We got super chats, we got tips. On Twitch, we got tips as well. We have subs on Twitch right now. You're doing a special. He say a gift card. What you need a gift card for? What you do to earn a gift card? You didn't place any.
He's saying he wants it. That's what he wants the money for, a gift card.
Oh no! You got to do something. I give out gift cards, but you got to earn it, buddy. You got to
Robux.
Yeah, this guy, man. What is going on today?
Oh jeez. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I give out plenty of gift cards. Y'all got to earn it though. So, he just randomly come in. I want a gift card. It's not that easy, buddy, because I'm not sponsored. All that comes out of my pocket. Speaking of gift card, D-Web, I forgot again. I owe you an Amazon gift card, D-Web. I will get that to you. How do you earn it? So on Twitch, you earn it by building up your channel points, by betting points and all that stuff. We have channel points on Twitch, which is free. Nothing comes out your pocket for any of this that I'm about to tell you. And if you reach a certain amount of points, you get to redeem it on Twitch. On YouTube, we do a sports podcast. All you got to do is leave your NFL predictions in the chat. And if you get more right than me and my co-host on Tuesdays, you get an Amazon gift card. That easy. Nothing comes out of your pocket. I'm not asking you to sub or do a super chat or none of that stuff. Easy work. All you got to do is support. All you got to do is watch. That's it. I can't make it any easier than that, honestly. So I know other streamers would be like, hey, man, you got to sub this amount and you get this. No, I'll just tell you to watch. That's all I'll tell you to do. So Poetic Beauty, what's good on Twitch? You said you had nothing else on NXT?
Nope. We can get right into, what is it called? Dynamite.
All right. AEW Dynamite. Let's get right into it.
All right. Dynamite this week. I believe it was coming from Virginia. That might have been last week. Baltimore. Coming from Baltimore.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So the first match that we have is Jay Lethal and Darby Allin. So at the beginning of the match, Jay Lethal attacks Darby Allin, does a bunch of stuff to him. Darby gets the advantage, and he's threatening to do a suicide dive, one of his crazy suicide dives. But Satnam Singh is on the outside of the ring, and so that delays him from actually doing it. Fast forward into the match near the end. Darby is in control again, and this time he's going for a suicide dive. Satnam Singh stands in the way of Lethal again, so Darby decides to try and go for it anyways. And he just basically launched himself into a brick wall because Satnam Singh didn't move at all. It was hilarious.
Bounced right off there, man.
He did. The referees then ejected Satnam Singh and oh my god, I can't Dutt. Sanjay Dutt. I keep forgetting his name.
For nothing, because they didn't do nothing. They just stood there.
They did not.
Stupid ref.
But he got rid of them. And in the meantime, what's his name? Lethal was able to hit Darby low and then get him with the lethal injection for the win. After this, somebody comes out from behind with a Sting mask on and starts attacking Darby. They take the mask. Lethal, Singh, and Darby Dutt come into the ring. They take the mask off of the guy, and it's Cole Carter. I don't think I've heard a colder reaction in an arena other than Cole Carter. I was like, what the hell is this? Let's talk about this before we get to the actual thing. When this happened, what did you think? Because I was like, how do you fumble the bag on a surprise so badly? I was shocked at first.
I laughed, and after saying what the F, I laughed. I was like, what are they doing here? Like, they gotta be trolling. And yeah, thank God somebody else came out. That's all I can say.
So after this, Darby's being attacked. All of a sudden, Sting's music plays, and all three men clear the ring. Four men and now clear the ring. They're going to meet Sting on the entrance ramp. Darby's getting back up to his feet. The lights are out. When they come back on, there's Jeff Jarrett's in the ring with his guitar, and he's dressed up like he wasn't at GCW. He turns Darby around and nails him over the head, and just Darby was really bleeding from the top of his head from this strike to the head. He cuts a promo on everybody in AEW and says that his family's been in the wrestling business since 1947, and he calls them slap nuts. And yeah, that was Jeff Jarrett in AEW now. I guess he has a backstage role with any future live shows that they plan on doing, and there was something else that was more important. But yeah,
doing the same role he did in WWE.
Pretty much, which I don't think he should have been fired from that job, to be honest. Like, he was good for what he was doing over there. So.
I think he probably wanted to be fired. I don't know, because the way it happened was kind of weird. But Anderson, you're leaving comments. This is not the sports podcast, bro. The sports podcast is Tuesday morning, 10:30 Central Time. That's where you leave them, and then we can talk then. Okay, all right. Go ahead, Dart.
So Moxley cuts a promo about the Blackpool Combat Club and Lee Moriarty, and he says that he likes Moriarty, but he wasn't mean or tough enough to join them, which leads into the next match. This is a world title eliminator match, Moxley versus Lee Moriarty. This was a really good technical matchup that they had going on. Felt so bad for Moriarty because about halfway through the match, the crowd just starts going insane. They start cheering. They start yelling MVP. And it's not until Taz mentions that, what was his name? Dope.
Who that Taz mentioned?
Yeah, the football player for Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. It wasn't until Taz mentioned that Lamar Jackson was in the ring that I had any clue what was going on. But he had showed up, and everything just kind of went to shit in this match. All focus was lost. Eventually, Moxley got the one. The crowd started cheering and stuff like that, but that was really unfortunate. After this, Moxley is attacked by Ethan Page, and Ethan Page declares that he's going to be in the Full Gear #1 contender tournament. After this, we had a sit down with Saraya and Renee. Britt Baker was supposed to be there, but she wasn't. I don't know what this was. Renee just basically gives an interview to Saraya, and then Saraya is just like, oh yeah, she asked her if she's been cleared to wrestle, and Saraya says that before she can answer the question, she needs to see one more doctor. I did not like this. If you're gonna just, we all know that she's cleared. Like, they're trying to just prolong that. Even though that we've seen her get physical in the ring, they're just trying to prolong this, and I really didn't like this. Just announce the match for Full Gear and just get it done. That's it.
I'm saying, man, like I don't understand that either. I was irritated with that. Anderson, again, leave your comments on the sports podcast on Tuesday when we do the sports podcast. All right. Anyway, back to AEW. I didn't. That was stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. That was stupid. I didn't like it at all. It was very stupid. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of segment, especially when they hyped it up as them two was going to be face to face. It was a waste of segment. I didn't like it at all. So, waste of time.
Up next, we had the Ring of Honor World Title Championship match. Chris Jericho against a mystery opponent. Turned out to be Colt Cabana, which I thought was pretty much a message to everyone. What this meant, like the investigation's over. Your favorites are coming back, and there's a certain best in the world that's going to be gone. It's pretty much as I took this, because for a while we hadn't seen Colt Cabana, so...
I laughed. I was like, this is dope. This is cool to see. F you to CM Punk, basically. And then you already know the Elite is coming back, because we talked about that last week with their vignettes where they're like erasing everything from their history on these vignettes. But we know that's a setup for them to come back. Speaking of coming back, it's another big comeback that's happening that we didn't I didn't expect. Let me say that I didn't expect to happen so fast that they did a vignette on, but I'll let you get to that once you get to it.
You said Logan Paul has a better buckshot lariat than Hangman Page. I don't know about that, because he potentially ripped his MCL, ATL. I was seeing a lot of people say that was just like, no, remember, Hangman should be the only one ever doing this move. That's two people now that tried that and did not do it successfully.
It looks good though.
It did look smooth. Oh man, that Superman punch! This guy, his vertical leap is insane.
Logan is good.
My goodness, yeah. So yes, after this, so the championship match between Jericho and Cabana, it was a decent match with Jericho retaining. After this match, and throughout the match, I should mention that Ian Riccaboni was doing commentary, and he was mentioning how close he was to Colt Cabana, how his family, or how he's joined his family for Thanksgiving, and this, that, and the third. So after the match, Jericho goes up, and the rest of so Jericho's going up the ramp with what's his name, Hager and Guevara, and all of a sudden Hager just gets a cramp in his leg, and he just you just see Hager go down at the beginning of the entrance ramp. Guevara grabs Ian Riccaboni. The rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society come out, and they're breaking his glasses. They're about to just like smack the taste out of his mouth when the Combat Club comes out, and it's a huge rumble on the entrance ramp with Jericho and Garcia both losing their titles, and the Combat Club holding them up for them. I don't know when this was announced. I think it might have been announced on Rampage, but I'm just gonna say it now anyways. It was announced that at Full Gear we're gonna be getting a 4-way title match for the ROH title. It's gonna be Jericho versus Guevara versus Castagnoli versus Danielson.
Oh yeah. They announced that on Rampage. Yep, they did announce that on Rampage.
Okay.
And Jericho asked about it. He was the one that said it because he was like, the BCC can't stand in the same room together, let alone be in the same ring. So I'll take you both on. But the thing is, I gotta have one of my partners with me. So Sammy Guevara, we're gonna watch the BCC beat each other up, and then once we get rid of y'all, Sammy will do the right thing. That Sammy kind of looked like, what you mean the right thing? Like, nah, I'm gonna go for this title when Jericho walked off. So yeah, that's gonna be an interesting match.
We had the AEW All Atlantic Triple Threat title match between Cassidy, Phoenix, and Luchasaurus. Early on in the match, Phoenix and Cassidy were trying to go after Luchasaurus and take the big man out of the match. Luchasaurus would eventually come back and take them both out. He started fighting with Orange Cassidy up the ramp when Jungle Boy came out with a steel chair and just started laying this man the hell out. Christian was on commentary and he tried to go and help Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy just chased him off with a chair. Luchasaurus was just getting his wits about him, and then all of a sudden Jungle Boy just bursts right through the entrance ramp and just takes out Luchasaurus through 2 tables on the outside. That was a crazy spot. That took Luchasaurus out of the match. So now it's down to Cassidy and Phoenix. Cassidy's still hurt from his attack from the attack from Luchasaurus. Phoenix is about to go into the ring when Pac comes back, and he had been telling Phoenix that the only way he's going to win is if he cheats by using the ring bell. So he comes down, or by the ring bell hammer. So he comes down with the hammer and he tries to give it to Phoenix, but Phoenix doesn't want to use it. Phoenix gets back into the ring. Him and Cassidy have a back and forth, and he goes for his roll-up cutter, but it's caught in midair by Orange Cassidy with a orange punch that looked freaking crazy, and Orange Cassidy gets the win. So the match was awesome, and I didn't expect what was coming up later or after this. I was losing my freaking mind. Katsuyori Shibata's music starts playing, and he comes down to the ring because Pac is attacking Cassidy at this point. So he comes down to the ring to help Cassidy. Pac leaves. Cassidy's holding up a contract because they were announcing that there's going to be a dream match on Rampage. And he gives the contract to Shibata, and Shibata signs it. So we get Shibata and Orange Cassidy on a freaking Rampage. On a Rampage. This was the most random thing I have. I just threw my hands up in the air. I didn't understand. I was like, okay.
Hey man, I just took it as they trying to get ratings back on Rampage, man. That's all.
It'll be very interesting to see what the ratings are next week for this. And it was a live Rampage too, so.
Oh, it was. Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
You said
Yeah, that I didn't know.
Did I? So up next we had the AEW TBS Championship match. Jade Cargill against Marina Shafir. Nyla Rose came out with the title, and she just would not stop talking throughout the whole match. I couldn't concentrate on what was happening. Marina Shafir didn't really have much offense. This match just kind of sucked. It was Jade won. Yeah, this was probably one of the worst women's match I've seen in AEW. I'm not even fronting. Like, this was bad. This was just annoying to watch. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what else I can't sugarcoat it. There's nothing else to say. This is just really annoying.
It was funny. That's what led to JD getting into it with Jade in the women's locker room. Was that when they announced the match, he tweeted out. He responded to the comments, "Oh God, please no." And Jade attacked him, talking about you hit him with the typical "you in your basement, you in your mom's basement." Britt Baker was like, the women's division has been laughing at you for months. Your podcast sucks. Like, everybody jumped in. All the women in the AEW's locker room jumped in on JD. And JD did a podcast like, this shit better be fire or I'm ripping your ass up on the podcast. And it wasn't fire. So I didn't see what he said afterwards. I might go watch it. Fucker, block me. But I still might go watch it just to see what he say. I'll probably find some clips I can make out of it and make YouTube shorts of it or whatever. But yeah, I gotta say he was right.
Two segments that I missed that we'll go back to before getting to the main event. The first one was Billy Gunn's birthday bash. So the last time we saw Billy Gunn, he had been held captive by Isaiah Swerve Strickland. And when Gunn came out, his hands were all taped up. He couldn't scissor. It's a travesty.
Right.
So we get into the ring. The first present that we have for Billy Gunn is a pair of foam scissoring fingers that you can now buy from AEW.com or from any venue that AEW is going at. So there you go. They gave those to Billy Gunn. We got foam scissor fingers, guys. It's what we've all been clamoring for.
Yep. Ice cream bars and foam scissor hands.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
So up next, they're looking for a gift from the crowd. So they go into the crowd and they get some scissors that I guess a little girl made, and they give it to Billy Gunn. So then after that, they talk about how Billy Gunn's won a lot of awards in his life, especially an award for worst match of the year when he was in TNA, the Reverse Royal Rumble match.
That shit was so stupid, though.
It was a bad idea. Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. Vince Russo. It's never been done before, bro.
For a reason. Like, anyway, don't get me started on that. Go ahead.
Shit. But, so they give him an award for World's Greatest Daddy. So he's smiling and everything. And then the Acclaim gets serious. And they present Billy Gunn with a certificate of adoption. They want him to be their new daddy. So it looks like he's about to accept when the Gun Club comes out. They finally had it, and they're upset that they didn't get invited, but they said it's okay because they still got their dad a gift. And W. Morrissey is standing right behind all of them, and they take out everybody. Britt Baker then comes back. Britt Baker's on TV. So Britt Baker couldn't go to this interview, but she was on TV still. I didn't understand it. She was talking with Tony Schiavone and said that her and Jamie Hayter were going to have a match on Rampage. I thought this was stupid. I didn't like this. I thought that was a waste. I was like, if you're really not going to have Britt Baker, just don't have her. Like, this was stupid.
Yeah,
this was probably the best thing that happened on Dynamite. This was another, and this happened after Shibata. So Shibata came out, accepted this contract. I'm like, what in the world? Like, this is crazy. This is wild. Wasn't expecting this. So they go backstage. And then Rick Ross is just casually backstage with Isaiah Swerve Strickland. They're drinking champagne. Tony Schiavone's trying to ask them. He's just like, why are you like, why did you do what you did last week to Billy Gunn? Rick Ross is like, no. This is not what we're doing here. We're all about positivity here today.
Right.
He's all about the positivity. So then Keith Lee comes. And Keith Lee tries doing the same thing. Rick Ross, nope, we're keeping this positive. He's like, okay, well, if we're going to keep it positive, how about we keep it positive about the fact that my partner kidnapped Billy Gunn last week? Accusations! False accusations! It's like, bro, oh my God, this whole thing, it ended with Rick Ross and Swerve in Our Glory and Tony Schiavone drinking some champagne together. I got out of this segment and I was like, I just need Rick Ross to be around Swerve all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Ross did a good job.
He was fantastic.
He did a real good job.
Holy smokes. Oh my God. The main event of the show, we had the Ring of Honor World title match, the Ring of Honor World TV title match. Samoa Joe going up against Brian Cage. This was a really solid big man match just because of how quick these two can move. They're not your typical big men, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
Match ended when there was a discus lariat for a 2 count by Cage. He taunted the crowd, and Joe was able to come back and get the Coquina clutch in, and then Cage had no choice but to tap. After this, the rest of the embassy came down, started attacking Samoa Joe. That's when Wardlow came out. But then Hobbs comes out and just destroys Wardlow, picks up the title again for the visual, and that's how we end Dynamite. So, what were your thoughts? So, like the show?
It was an okay show. It wasn't nothing. I felt the same as I felt about Raw and NXT. It's like it's okay.
I think the problem with this was that they were just doing too much. It was weird. Like, they had 4 title matches for what reason? You know what I mean?
And then the one champion don't even have her title. Like,
yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was just a lot. And the things that worked. Seeing Shibata, like if you put Shibata on TV, I'm gonna pop regardless. But Rick Ross also, I didn't expect that to work, and that was fantastic. But it was just, I don't know. It was just like they were just, I don't know. This was just a weird episode. It was like I was in the universe, kind of. And it was just like if I'm just booking a random show and I'm just like, well, I'm just going to have a lot of championship matches just because I want to.
Just because,
Yeah, that's what it felt like, yeah.
Yeah, like it was, it was weird, man. Like Kiera Hogan coming out. It's like Jade. It seems like Jade's about to get sick of her pretty soon. She tried to grab the title from Nyla Rose and got shoved down, which she kind of missed because the cameras weren't showing it. Then you had, my favorite part was the, what's the name of that faction? House of Black.
Yes, I forgot to mention that too as well. Yeah, House of Black. There's another thing. Jesus Christ, man, I'm all over the place. So House of Black had a video, and basically it showed. So the beginning of the video showed each member of the House of Black in like body bags or some type of like I don't know, burial rituals. And what's her name? Julia Hart was like watching over each body. And then as the video progressed, each member of the House of Black came out of the darkness and rose from each bag. Yep. So I thought that was really, really dope. The other thing that I forgot to mention was that we got another Elite video. It started off with the Elite winning the belts at All Out, the trios titles. And then it pans out and somebody's editing this video on some like video like software, and they delete that and they take clips of the Death Triangle winning the belts instead, and they put that in there. Then they go to a graphic of the Elite on a Dynamite poster and they just take them out and replace them with Death Triangle. So that looks like that's gonna be the program at Full Gear. So, and I wouldn't be mad if we didn't see the Elite at all until then. I think that would be a good way to get more tickets sold to that event.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Yeah,
it gotta be what they're doing. And if they are coming back, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give them the titles right back because that was the plan to have them have the titles anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, AEW was just whatever. Just like NXT, just like Raw. It was just like whatever. A few good moments, a lot of moments where it's like, why is this happening? It was just whatever. So, you got anything else on it?
I do not.
All right, well, let's keep it moving. Let's get to SmackDown. Quick rundown if you ain't seen it. I don't know why. SmackDown was recorded. It wasn't live, just because they had to go to Saudi Arabia. So shout out to everybody that's here as well.
Oh, sorry, Razor. I also agree. I want Hobbs to get that title too. I think he deserves it. I think it would be very good for him to have that belt. I see Kota Ibushi joining the Elite. I think Kota is still technically signed with New Japan right now, and he's still healing, which is it's crazy that he's taking this much time off to heal. I did not think that his arm was that messed up. For those that don't know, Kota Ibushi injured himself in the G1. It was a year ago now when he went for a Phoenix Splash on Kazuchika Okada and missed and landed right on his arm, and his arm just broke immediately. And that was the first time that I remember watching a G1 match that they just stopped it due to injury, and it was the finals. So it was serious. He's been injured since then, and I think he's still healing it. So, which is pretty crazy. So, but he got to see Kenny, so he's doing better.
Right.
Yeah.
Quick rundown of SmackDown. Liv Morgan defeated Sonya Deville in a no disqualification match. They're still making Liv crazy. Is apparently working, getting over with the crowd better than what it was with her last character. LA Knight defeated Ricochet. LA Knight making his in-ring debut. The Bloodline brawl with the New Day and the Brawling Brutes. Shayna Baszler is back, looking like I didn't like her new theme music. I don't know if you heard it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was the old one.
Yeah, she came back with Ronda Rousey behind her. She defeated Natalya. Poor Natalya just comes back just to lose. Then they just throw it to the side again until they need her to come back and lose again. She beats Natalya. Then after that, she attacks her with a knee to the face, busting her nose wide open, and it just blood everywhere from her nose, which was crazy. MVP comes out and sends 5 jobbers. It's like, yeah, you know, I almost beat 3. You got to beat 5 to impress us. And they didn't even get to the ring. Braun Strowman runs full speed down the ramp, and Red say them, yeah, agree, Red. That's all I'm gonna say. Agree. Talking about, yeah, agree. But that's not the point. Red, Braun Strowman runs through the guys, and then he attacks MVP because Omos apparently is not there. MVP doesn't go to Saudi, I believe. He's one of those guys. Him and Sammy and KO are one of the ones that don't go to Saudi. So they have Braun Strowman attack MVP and hits him with 3 power slams. Rey Mysterio in the main event takes on Gunther for the IC championship, which was a great match, man. And yeah, Gunther is still the champ. So there you have it. That is SmackDown in a nutshell. What stood out for you?
The Ricochet LA Knight match was pretty solid. I liked it was quick too. It wasn't too long, so I enjoyed that. Oh gosh. The Liv Morgan Sonya Deville match, I'm hoping that this is the last time that they're having these matches, because like, holy smokes, like this has been going on like way too long. Emma, I don't know what Emma's direction. Oh, go ahead about Liv Morgan and Sonya. What were we gonna say?
I was about to say I think it is, because I mean that's like a finisher match that they had, right? After they've been brawling for 3-4 weeks, you finish it off with a hardcore match, so you would think that's it. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know what. I know they want Emma to fight Xia Li, but I don't know beyond that what her direction is, because like, I don't know. This feels like one of those things that, like, it was a comeback that was unsuccessful. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't get much of a response last week. I still don't think she got much of a response this week. I don't think the crowd really cares for her. I think she was much better when she was in Impact. I think people more appreciated her down there than what's happening now. You said, does Emma feel like a geek? Loses to a champion and not this. I don't know. They're rebuilding her up. So I don't know. Like, if it was me, I wouldn't have put her in that match against Ronda.
Right.
Especially with how she lost. Like, it was a pretty Ronda pretty much killed her. Like, I don't know. But we'll see what's going on with Emma. But I don't know. So far, this experiment with her isn't working. So
I don't like how we asked for Xia Li last week, and then right on cue, here comes Xia Li. We asked for Natalya. Right on cue, here comes Natalya. But they both set up to lose.
I hated the New Day coming out to challenge the Usos, especially, and I know that people forgot about this. 1000%. I know that people forgot, but last time they fought, the stipulation was that if the New Day did not win, then as long as the Usos were champion, they could not challenge for the belts. And just they're coming out saying they're challenging for the belts. It's like, what? Oh my God, dog. That
was an old regime. That wasn't Triple H regime. Everything changes. Under Vince McMahon, they can't challenge no more, but Triple H is in control now, so that goes out the window.
This is the one thing I wish they would have kept. Oh man.
Now you have to do New Day versus Usos just so when they break the record, it'll be it'll feel more important because you're actually beating the team the records that you're breaking. So.
Razor says, "What was up with Bray's promo?" That's another thing. This Bray thing is it's confusing the hell out of me again. I'm starting to get real indifferent towards this again. I was happy about it at first, but I need to know where this is going. Because this is a month now that we've been in on this Bray character.
Y'all gotta be patient, man. What up, Jay Cross? Y'all gotta be patient. One guy was on Facebook. Geez. Like, man, I'm tired of Bray Wyatt's promos already, man. Like, he need to have a match or something. I was like, first of all, that was the problem with the Fiend. They started putting them in matches too early, and next thing you know, all that mysterious and all that mystery stuff wore off, and then nobody cared anymore because they just started putting this man in matches after matches. So I don't want to see him in matches right now. I want to see who the hell is Uncle Howdy and what he got to do with Bray. Bray is starting to slowly snap on people. I don't mind the build up. Like some of his stuff, I hate the fact that he keeps saying the same thing over and over. Like this is the real Bray and all. I hate that part of it, but that he's starting to get more angry and crazy throughout the weeks. I don't mind that part. I'll wait for the build up. I'm not in a hurry to see that man in a match, honestly, because when they did it with the Fiend, it killed the character. When they just started putting the Fiend in matches. Because like you said last week when we was talking about Seth Rollins, it's hard to work with with that type of character.
But
and
he has to work. That's the whole thing. He has this has to correlate somehow to wrestling.
He will get there. He will get. I'm not after what they did with the Fiend. After he started wrestling, I'm not in a hurry at all with Bray Wyatt. If Bray Wyatt want to take 6 months before he get in the wrestling ring, take 6 months. Because after what they did with the Fiend, hey, let's not have a repeat of what they did with the Fiend. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know if I can do 6 months of this. Oh boy, I hope not.
Yeah, he got to change up some of the words now.
He's got to do something.
Yeah. Or hell, we saw it Crown Jewel. Well, I know you gonna hate this. Alexa Bliss was doing her interview backstage, and then the Fiend just popped up. That little butterfly thing. And she kind of looked dazed a little bit. And Oscar was kind of looking at her. So we'll see, man. We might be getting some more people. But hey, people think Liv Morgan is joining with them. You got Uncle Howdy basically saying you need to put the mask back on and stop playing and stop pretending like you this nice guy, you this human being when you're not. So we'll see what happens, man.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think the Gunther Rey Mysterio match was dope. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The stuff with the Bloodline is always good as always. And I did like at the end, even though I hated New Day challenging, I did like that type of gang mentality between the two tag teams that are facing the Usos. I love how like everybody's been jumped by the Bloodline so much now that they're just like, you know what, screw it. We don't care that we're the good guys. We're gonna jump just the two guys that are alone in the ring right now. Right. So I thought that was actually pretty funny. I like that. So,
Sammy's trying to control Jimmy. I'm sorry, trying to control Jay backstage, and Jay was like, "Man, F what you talking about? We going to the ring right now. This ain't Bloodline business. This is Uso business." So Jimmy was like, "Yeah, he got a point." And he said, when it's all said and done, it's gonna always be about the Usos. It ain't gonna be about you because eventually you're gonna be gone. And Jimmy was like, yeah, pretty much. So Jimmy went to the ring with his brother. So SmackDown was a good show. It was probably WWE's best show of the week, especially with the main event. And then the Liv Morgan and Sonya Deville match ended up being a little better than what I thought it would be. And then Ricochet with LA Knight, that was good, like you said. It's good to see Shayna back. Mm-hmm. I hate the fact that they just keep doing the same thing to Natalya and Xia Li. And it's like, where is Lacey Evans? Have her lose to somebody or something. Like, what's the deal? Where's Carmella? She still hurt, still got a concussion from 6 months ago. Like, come on, man. Just something different, man. But SmackDown was a good show. It's probably WWE's best show. It's in contention for show of the week, but I don't think I'm gonna give it show of the week once we get there in our power rankings or whatever. But yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's go to Rampage. Then we got Crown Jewel and our power rankings. So
all right. So let's get into Rampage. From Atlantic City, New Jersey, with Mike Tyson on commentary for just the Katsuyori Shibata match, I guess. I thought it was going to be the whole show. It was just this one match, which was still even more frightening. So,
yeah,
first match coming out is, like I said, Shibata against Cassidy. This match was really good. I like this. Shibata has only been in 3 matches since coming back. He's been in 1 match at Wrestle Kingdom, which was supposed to be a grappling match against his protege. But he literally told New Japan to suck it and then just said, we're having a wrestling match. So they just had a wrestling match. Then he had a grapple match against Zack Sabre Jr. So this is his 3rd match, his 2nd actual wrestling match, and his 1st match since coming back that's been back in America. So this is a huge deal that AEW even got this. This really was a dream match. Shibata and Cassidy were just like really playing off of each other. Shibata was just kind of giving him the light kicks and stuff like that, and then he would just smack him like crazy. There was the match comes to an end when Cassidy powered himself up to the ropes, but Shibata responded with a back suplex. Then Shibata went looking for the penalty kick, but Cassidy was able to get up and meet him with an orange punch right when he was coming back for the kick. And that was the 1, 2, 3. I thought this was a great match. I loved just seeing Shibata in the ring again. He's probably going to be my wrestler of the week. Anytime he wrestles, he's just going to probably be my wrestler of the week just because of his story.
It's power rankings now. It ain't wrestler of the week no more.
Well, he's number 1. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. And also something of note. So Shibata, when he was asked by, I believe maybe it was Tony Khan, it was somebody, but he was asked who he wanted to face in AEW, and he mentioned 2 names. One was Orange Cassidy, and the other one was Bryan Danielson. So a match between those 2 would be interesting on a lot of levels because both these guys were supposed to be done wrestling, and now they're just coming back and having these matches. So that'd be crazy.
Right.
Yeah, so after this, we had the tag match, Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker against Sky Blue, Madison Rayne. Jamie Hayter won. After the match, Baker calls out Toni Storm, but she didn't respond. So then Storm comes out, and but Storm, I'm sorry, it says that she doesn't take long to respond. So Storm comes out, drops Rebel, drops Baker on the ramp, then gets into the ring with Hayter, and these two have a confrontation, and they start going at it with each other. But Toni Storm gets the better of it. So, no. Britt Baker dropped her with the belt. She came back, dropped her with the belt, and then gave the title to Hayter. So let me ask you this. Do you think they messed up by leaving the interim with Toni Storm, and instead of just taking it off of Thunder Rosa? Because she's been gone a long time now. I just definitely, I keep forgetting that this is the interim title. So like, she has been gone a really long time. I think at this point, just call Toni Storm the champ. I was gonna say, I think there should be like a rule, like if you can't defend your title. How long did CM Punk go without his title? For maybe like a month or 2? Yeah, it's supposed to be like every 30 days though. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so then give him a month-long wait period, I guess. But yeah, she wouldn't have made that. I don't know. Honestly, yeah, at this point, I feel like Toni Storm should just have the championship. And the problem is too, I feel like when Thunder Rosa comes back, she's probably gonna have to drop it because right now Toni Storm's doing a pretty good job. Her matches have been pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of discrediting her championship run because she's the interim champ the whole time. We came back from break, and like Dope said, Chris Jericho said he would take on both Claudio and Danielson, but he just wanted Sammy in there. And he talked about doing the right thing, but Sammy just gave him a look. Ricky Starks comes back, and he basically gives a promo and
This is
says
horrible.
that he's gonna be in the title eliminator, or no, the number one contender Full Gear tournament thing.
This is horrible.
You didn't like this? Why didn't you like this?
I hated this promo because he sounded so generic. It didn't feel like a Ricky Starks promo. It sounded like he didn't know what to say, like he got confused on what to say. Because he started repeating shit that John Moxley had already said, like, somebody's gotta, this has been a shit show around here, somebody gotta carry it. I'm gonna be the one to fix it up and carry AEW on my back. No, you're not. Moxley is doing that. What are you talking about?
I think they just wanted to get him out here just because they hadn't seen him. Like, apparently he had been gone because he was dealing with some personal stuff. I literally think that they just sent him out here just to get him on TV and to get him some time before the tournament, because I think you're right. So I think he's going to be somebody of focus, but I think, he didn't really say much of anything.
Yeah, I didn't like that promo at all. It did not feel like a Ricky Starks promo to me. So
by this point, Dante Martin, Ethan Page, and Ricky Starks had all declared themselves. And the rest of the competitors in this tournament are Eddie Kingston, Bandito, Roosh, Lance Archer, and Brian Cage. So this tournament is going to be nuts. Yeah. I think they're always like this too every year. Like, this tournament normally is really, really good going into Full Gear. So gonna see a lot of good matches on TV. Main event, we had Wardrow against the Gates of Agony, with Wardrow winning. After the match, Powerhouse Hobb hit the ring and let Wardlow know he wants the title. So yeah, that was it. It was pretty much, if you saw the Orange Cassidy match with Shibata, that's it. That's all you needed to really see. That's it.
yeah, basically, Tyson actually did a better job than what I thought he was going to do. He was calling out some of the moves.
Yeah, I think that was a really surprising thing. Yeah, we should talk about that too, because I was scared. So
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of times that you're going to see this man Shibata wrestle, especially after coming back. He had a cerebral hematoma, so it's a miracle that he's wrestling again. And for him to wrestle his first match in America with Mike Tyson calling it, oh my lord! But he was coming at it.
My light changing colors behind all of a sudden, just
right.
randomly. Yeah, I know.
I didn't
Okay,
even notice that.
the Fiend is coming, man. He's coming. Gee,
But yeah, no, he was actually doing a good job calling the match and everything. So calling them by the moves and all that stuff.
And see, I got nervous when, as soon as they started off, first thing Tyson said was, well, Orange looks so much smaller than this guy. He should be able to get his ass whooped easily. I was like, oh no, Mike's gonna go off the ring. But Tony Schiavone and them was like, yeah, well, you know, he's always the underdog, but he always comes out fighting. But it started off, had me real nervous. I thought Tyson was finna just go off the rails and say some crazy shit. Red said it's a ghost in the garage. Hey, well, as long as he mind his business, I mind mine. We good.
Yes, Razor, I did see the picture of Shibata and Mike Tyson. Yeah, Shibata just got Twitter. So yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah.
King, I can only hope that you eat the Fiend's dick. How about that? Ha! Shots fired. Get him out. But yeah, Rampage was better. I can say that.
It was a one show. It was a one match show.
Yeah, it was better.
Yeah.
Anything else that stood out?
Nothing on this show. I'm
trying to think. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So let's keep it moving. Let's go to Crown Jewel from last night. Shout out to Dynamite. I'm sorry, shout out to Rampage. Shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube and Twitch on both channels. Make sure you follow MT Darkness on Twitch and YouTube if you're not doing so already. Stop playing. And yeah, for the people on YouTube, man, thank y'all for coming through and all that, etc. All the new subscribers, much love to y'all. You know, let's keep growing. That's all I keep saying. Let's keep growing. That's the goal. So the rundown of Crown Jewel: Roman Reigns defeated Logan Paul in the main event for you to retain his titles. It was Jake Paul came out, Bloodline came out, the usual. It was a good match, entertaining. Logan, where's Anderson at now? Because he was saying, he was here earlier talking about Logan Paul tearing his MCL and ACL and all that. Where you at now? We're talking about it. We're here now. So come on in here with your Logan Paul comes. You've been asking about Logan Paul since the first 5 minutes of the show when I told you we was going to get to it. So Logan Paul apparently injured and tore his ACL and MCL. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. Why? Whoa.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Who knew? Bray Wyatt comes out. I don't know. He went all the way to Saudi. Bray Wyatt went all the way to Saudi to say the same things he's been saying. And Uncle Howdy interrupted him again.
What I'm talking about.
He interrupted him again.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Dope. What is happening here? What's the plan?
And basically told him the same thing. Like, I know who you are. You can't hide from me. Go ahead and put the mask on. Because it's going to be a point where you put the mask on, somebody's going to push you to the point to put your mask on and force you to be that guy that you don't want to be. And once you do it, you know you're going to enjoy it, basically. So you might as well just put it on now and then just run through everybody, basically. Yes, Red Laser, Logan Paul is injured. Breaking news, man. Exclusives. Bray was just making up for the missed checks. He had to go all the way to Saudi for that. But yeah, he's interrupted by Uncle Howdy again. The Damage Control defeated Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Damage Control is getting better in the ring. Everybody is fired up anytime they see EO and Asuka face to face. Like, they go at it. They need to go ahead and start a feud with them and stop playing. Because the crowd. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's like this whole thing with the women has just been on standby this entire time, and I understand we've had like title matches and all that stuff too, but it's the same stuff every week. It's just like nothing is progressing.
Yeah,
nothing. They had a Bianca and Bailey had a TLC match, came back, had a last man standing match. Like, good Lord, just let's end this. Let's end this, please. Let's just go to War Games. Let's get this done with, because I'm ready to see another program right now. This is crazy.
So most likely in the War Games, it'll be Damage Control versus Bianca, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss, and whoever else. I think they're doing. Was it 5 people in the War Games, or was it 4?
It was 4. So they might have Nikki Cross on their side.
All right, but with it being Survivor Series, traditional Survivor Series is 5-on-5. Do you think they add a 5th member to both War Games?
I don't know, because I was thinking about it too. They're probably gonna have a judge. Do you think they'll have you think Edge will come back for Survivor Series? So they'll have a
most likely
for Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Because then I was thinking about that, and then if they did that, then that could be a 5-man if Ray actually hit Dominic or something.
Finally.
But yeah, I don't know.
See, and that's the thing. Like, how many War Games matches are you going to have? Because
I'm thinking maybe 3 tops, but it's either going to be 3 or 2. Like, there's going to be something with the Bloodline, something with Judgment Day, maybe something with Judgment Day, definitely something with the Bloodline, and there has to be something with these women, because this has to end over at what is it called?
Survivor Series.
Yeah, so it's gonna be definitely 2, but maybe a 3rd one if they want to do something with Judgment Day.
You got Bianca Belair defeating Bailey in the last woman standards match. They attempted a lot of stuff. They worked their butts off. It was a couple of nasty falls. With Bailey on the outside, like, I really legit thought she like sprained her ankle. The way she fell on that light was crazy. And then the ref didn't count. It's the last woman standing match. Instead of counting, the ref just kept pushing Bianca back. Like, hold on, Bianca, hold on. Like, hold on. And then Bailey got up, of course, and attacked Bianca. So, which was stupid. Ref, count. Stop pushing Bianca back. It's anything goes. It's a last woman standing match. So why are you pushing Bianca back? I didn't like that part of the match. But other than that, They tried a lot of things. That golf cart thing didn't really work out as much. You could tell both was nervous about legit, doing damage with the golf cart. So they really didn't do how they supposed to do with the golf cart. Jimmy and Jey Uso defended their titles against Holland and Butch successfully. Jey Uso, they ended up hitting the one and done off the second rope to Butch, which was crazy. So good timing on Jimmy on that one. Trying to see if I missed anything. Strowman defeated Omos after Omos just destroyed. Omos whooped his ass the whole match. And then Strowman hit. You know what? It was a trend that I did not like because Bobby Lashley whooped Brock Lesnar's ass that whole match too.
And then still lost, yeah.
And still lost. And what killed me was Bobby looked like an idiot when he lost. He looked strong because he ended up putting him back in the hurt lock and taking Brock out, which I never expected to see. I haven't seen Brock like that. And since he was like young Brock, where he actually get beat up after a match and Brock is just laid out. What? That's unheard of, right? But Bobby looked like an idiot because you hear the ref counting right there in your ear. You hear him yelling 1, 2, 3 and hitting the mat, but you just refuse to let the damn hurt lock go. You could have let it go, rolled over and put it right back on him. And then ref, his arms are clearly up. Like the ending, the match was good. The match was very good. Bobby did his thing. They made Bobby look strong, which I liked. I wasn't expecting for them to have Bobby looking strong like that, so I did enjoy that. But he looked like an idiot, and the ref looked like an idiot too on the 3 count. And of course, people were crying on social media. Oh, this was stupid, man. Why you do this? Outside of the 3 count, it was good.
But did you see what Braun was saying after that match?
Who? You said Braun?
Yeah. Braun was talking a bunch of noise. He's saying we didn't have to do any of those flippity floppity moves. We just showed that 2 monsters can put on a better match than those guys. Oh shoot! Everybody was getting on his ass, bro. I was like, bro, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. First of all, Braun, the match wasn't good. Omos whooped your ass. The Brock Lesnar and Bobby match was good. That's what I was talking about. But Braun, your match wasn't good. You just got beat up by Omos, and he was yelling, "Oh!" every move, and he was hitting you with splash and clotheslines and body slams, and then all that at the end just to take one Strowman power slam, and that was it. It's like that's it for Omos. This big old guy, he takes one move the whole match, and that was it. So I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that.
He said, quote, "Holy hell, Omos, can you believe we got 47 5-stars?" And reminded the people that no one cares about these floppy floppers. Giants and monsters are greater than flippy floppy bag your groceries at Kroger's. Will Ospreay responded to it. Mustafa Ali said, "Can you teach me how to get fired?"
Wow.
Oh, Chris Jericho said, "I used to bag groceries." Ricochet said, "Just don't ask him to stand on a scale or he'll threaten to sue you."
Oh.
Like everybody, there was a lot of shade going towards oh my god, there's a cat in the room. There was a lot of shade going towards towards Braun. Oh my goodness.
Well, have fun with the cat, because the cat will get attention.
It will.
Yep.
That's what it wants.
That's what cats do. They will get attention. But yeah, Braun is too. See, like I want to like Braun, but he's too damn arrogant, bro.
He talks too much.
Like, first of all, your match wasn't that good, dog. Like, it wasn't at all. Nobody cared about that match. So what is he talking about? And then the fact you're supposed to be beefing with this guy and you're tweeting him. Yeah, man, a giant showed how to. Why are you tweeting him being friendly? Stupid. Like, man, yeah. And you came back. Everybody thought you was gonna be like some type of title picture. And nothing. You're fighting Alpha Academy for 4 weeks in Omos. Like, you really need to calm it down, sir. Like, you're really not doing nothing major right now. So, yeah, bro, he need to chill out with that shit.
Nah, Braun's a goof.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre finally defeated Cross. That was actually a good match. Scarlett kept getting involved. Michael Cole was just like, I'm so sick of her. I'm sick of her. Somebody do something. Michael Cole was on it. He was in his bag yesterday, man.
Give me 1 second, Dope. I gotta attend to a little a furry animal over here.
Oh well, hey, there you go.
Didn't take long.
Told you it's gonna get your attention. But McIntyre defeated Cross, going back and forth. Very good match, very physical match. Scarlett kept getting involved. She locked the door and hid the key. So McIntyre decides to climb over instead. So he's climbing over. Now Scarlett is trying to find the key and get the key out and unlock the door, and she couldn't do it in time. And Drew drops down on the outside of the cage, beating Cross as Cross made it similar time out the door, but it was just too late. Drew McIntyre finally gets a win on the pay-per-view. He desperately needed that win, considering he lost to Roman, he lost to Cross. I think he lost another one before that. So like Drew has been on a losing streak here in WWE as far as big matches and pay-per-views. So Drew is back in the winning ways. I don't know what they're gonna do next with it. I have no idea what's next for Drew. Maybe him and Cross are gonna keep going at it. Really not sure. I hope it's done with Cross, but I know it's not done with Cross when it comes to Drew McIntyre.
Nope.
Yeah, especially with that ending. So but yeah, I was just telling them how it ended with Scarlett getting involved, closing the door, locking the door. Drew climbed over the top. Scarlett was struggling to find the key and unlock the door. Drew drops down and beats Cross outside the ring as Cross was barely making it outside the door. So I don't think that is over with. It was something else I missed. I talked about Bobby Lashley, talked about Bianca Belair. Oh, the OC. Oh my God. Carl Anderson did all this talking about Saudi Arabia and WWE just to go back to Saudi Arabia and WWE, which is crazy because Michael Cole kept mentioning that he is the open weight champion.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a match that same day. There was a New Japan show on earlier that day.
It's crazy that Michael Cole started mentioning it because he wasn't mentioning that before Crown Jewel, that he was open weight champ. So everybody's like, okay, so they got to be making some type of deal to have WWE and New Japan working together for them to be announced and to keep talking about him being open weight champion. But yeah, Styles, the OC, Styles, Gallows, and Anderson, they go to Saudi Arabia and lose again. Lose again to Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley got involved again. And Michael was like, somebody should kick her ass. And Rhea heard him. It was like, hey, what you say? What you gonna do? And Wade Barrett's like, yeah, you almost got your butt whooped. Mike Cole's like, I didn't say nothing. But Mike Cole was very mad at Rhea Ripley. And he was yelling, somebody should kick her ass. And Rhea heard him and came right back at him. So, but yeah. What you think about the OC return so far?
Uneventful. Well, we've only seen him on NXT once. It was a cool pop, but I don't know. This seems to be another thing. I'm more hopeful for this than I am with Emma, but yeah, so far this is kind of lackluster too. So this hasn't been really going anywhere.
So between Nikki Cross, OC, Emma, and
Cross,
Dexter Lumis.
Oh.
Who you more nervous about right now?
Emma for sure. I'm very nervous for Emma. The other three, they're in good standings with Triple H already, but Emma hasn't been there forever. So, and the crowd hasn't been very receptive. Like the crowd has been receptive to every other one of these people except for Emma. I feel like that's the one thing that she has going against her. So, I'm nervous.
I don't think they care too much about Nikki, especially with Nikki. Losing, and then she all of a sudden helping Damage Control, but she's been attacking Damage Control for the last 2 weeks, and it's like, what are you doing? Who are you? Like, what are you doing? Like, nobody knows what's going on with Nikki Cross right now. It's very stupid, honestly. But I don't know, man. I think I'm more nervous. That's tough. It's out of Emma and Nikki. Yeah, out of those two. I guess I'm gonna say Emma too for right now. Yeah, I say Emma too.
I'm saying because Emma's the only one that doesn't have that. Like, I guess you could say Nikki too, but I don't know. Emma's really been hurt by this. I feel like at least people know who Nikki is too. She does those big moves and people get a pop out of her, but I don't know. This thing with Emma, I don't know. It's just not hitting for me right now.
Yeah, it was.
I'm nervous for it.
It wasn't the best idea. But you got anything else on Crown Jewel?
No, just that Logan Paul and Roman. I thought that was really good. I don't normally watch these shows.
Yeah.
Because I don't really fuck with them being in Saudi like that. But
yeah,
this was the one match that I actually had some intrigue over. Just because Logan, the two matches that he's been in, he's done really, really well. So, this match was actually really solid. So I really like this. And they teased Jake Paul and Solo Sikoa because they came out, but they never touched. So, but they were teasing that match is probably going to happen. And I've been saying since SummerSlam, when Jake Paul came over for SummerSlam and he was on the panel, the pre-show panel, and he was just talking shit, and the crowd just behind them was just booing the hell out of him. I said back then, I was just like, if Logan keeps doing this well, then Jake's definitely going to come with him to WWE. It's a no-brainer, and we're starting to see it. So they're already posting on Twitter. They're just like, how would you like to see us go for the tag gold? So
I was just about to say that. Yeah, already talking about them versus the Usos. So,
yep. So I think that's coming. So
I don't like Logan Paul, and I hate Jake Paul. So I'm not a fan of seeing Jake Paul on my TV screen at all. Logan, I'm starting to ease up on him because I respect what he's doing in the ring. I don't like Jake Paul though. I'm sorry. But that's Crown Jewel. Let's get into our power rankings for. Yes, sir. Power rankings for the weeks. Y'all see it. We getting official around here. We starting to get official around here. Top 5 power rankings. It could be a show. It could be a wrestler. It could be a tag team. However you want to spin it. You want to go first, or you want me to go?
I'll go first this week since you went first last week.
All right, go ahead.
Oh boy. So my number 5. Oh Lord, this is going to be the one that's going to be difficult actually. My number 5 wrestler of the week would probably have to go to. Oh man, this one's hard. Oh man, I will give this to who do we got? Who do we got to choose from? I'll give it to Samoa Joe, I guess.
Okay.
Because Joe had a really good defense on today's show, or on Dynamite. I really enjoyed that match between those two. I was actually hopeful that Brian Cage would actually take the title away from him because I part of me wants Joe to go after the Ring of Honor Championship against Jericho, but I thought the match was still fine. Number 4, I'm going to give that to Orange Cassidy. He had 2 title matches this week and 2 really good matches, and won both of them. So that's gonna be my number 4. Number 3, and this is kind of breaking the rules a little bit, but this was a match that I watched this week, so I'm gonna use it because I watched it this week technically. I'm gonna give it to Tomohiro Ishii for the match that he had with Ren Narita. That match was insane. That match is my match of the week. It was fantastic. You can watch it for free on New Japan World. It is just, they allowed it was done in Kirikin Hall, and they allowed the crowd to actually cheer, which they're kind of doing on and off in Japan before, I think, going back to normal. But they allowed the crowd to actually cheer, and it sounded like New Japan went on a time machine back to 2017, 2018, because that match just sounded out of control. Ren Narita is the second coming of Katsuyori Shibata. This man was trained by him. He's got the same look. He comes out in the same attire. He looks like Shibata's son, and he wrestles fantastic. The crowd is so behind him, and it was an incredible match. And because of that, I give Ren Narita the number 2 spot because he won the match, and it was just, like I said, it was just so good. This guy is, they're bringing a lot of their wrestlers back from Excursion. Shota Umino showed up on Battle Autumn yesterday. They brought back Ren Narita, so they're bringing a lot of back of their Excursion people finally back to New Japan. But yeah, Ren Narita is killing it, and Ren Narita is going to be a huge power play for them later. I can't stop saying any positive things about him. But my number 1 spot, like I said earlier on the show, it has to go to Shibata. This guy almost forced to retire completely after suffering a cerebral hematoma in his match against Kazuchika Okada. The fact that he's even back here in wrestling is a miracle. The fact that he's here wrestling in America and that Tony Khan decided to do it off of freaking less than a week's notice, that's just crazy to me. But yeah, I was just so happy to see him. So that's why he gets the number 1 spot this week. So
okay. That
Will
is dark.
and Naito was a good match. Razor, I did see that this week. It was a really solid match. Actually, because of that, I'll probably put Will in the number 5 spot instead of Joe. But yeah, I don't know. I watched that match this week, and I also watched Ren Narita and Ishii. But I just loved Ren Narita and Ishii. That match just was so solid to me. But Will versus Naito was really good too.
There you go. There's Dark's top 5 power rankings. I guess number 5, I'm gonna start with Logan Paul. Logan Paul, number 5. Just because he's getting the big money matches and he's doing well. Like, he's not, even though he injured himself somewhere in the match, he continued to match. It was fire. He helped me get a clip because I used his little clip where he had the cell phone jumping on to Roman Reigns up the top rope. I put that clip on YouTube Shorts. That blew up as well and got more subscribers as well. Logan Paul is doing his thing, man. So shout out to Logan Paul. So that's number 5. Number 4. I think I'm gonna agree with you with Orange Cassidy at 4. I'm gonna have Cassidy at 4. Just because he's defending his title, like you said, multiple times a week. I could put Jericho there too, but I think I'm gonna do Cassidy over Jericho because Cassidy is like, oh, you said my name? All right, let's just put the title on the line. I'll fight everybody. And that's what he's doing. So I give Cassidy love and respect and put him at number 4. Number 3.
These lists are tough.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I put this guy in there last week. I can't remember if I did or not, but Wesley. Just in case I didn't. Him winning the North American Championship is still huge for me because it was looking bad for him once his partner left, and it was looking bad for a while. And now he's walking around with the North American Championship on his shoulder and around his waist. So I'm gonna give Wesley number 3 spot. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember seeing MJF this week, or
he wasn't on TV. He was still
Mox.
silent. Moxley was on TV. He faced Lee Moriarty.
Oh,
but
he did. That was to open up the show. Yeah.
Yeah. MJF was selling that he was still hurt. Like, still hurt.
I don't trust him. I'm telling you, I don't trust that guy at all. We already know what's about to happen next Saturday. Don't trust him at all.
Next Saturday?
Yeah.
No way. No way. Wow.
Oh, we need to do predictions.
Smokes. Yeah. Oh, let me get it up then. Well, we only have 4 matches. That's the problem.
Oh, Dave. Well, we can do those 4. Wow. So yeah, Wesley at 3. I was trying to sneak somebody in there from Impact, but nothing from Impact stood out, dog. This week was weird. Like Eric Young got new members of his group, of his faction, and one of the members is the Victor from what was
Dark Order.
Tag team name?
Oh, you're talking about the Ascension?
Yeah, Victor from the Ascension.
Yeah.
He's one of the members, and then who's the other guy? Let me find
Alan Angels from the Dark Order. Yeah,
Alan Angels. So there you go. I mean, he got 2 new members, but it's not enough to put you in my power ranking. Nothing really like Impact. It kept me watching, you know what I'm saying? But it was just I don't know. It's hard to explain what Impact was this week. Because it did enough to keep me watching, but it didn't. Yeah. King didn't even know who you was looking at, bro. Wow. So far, Logan Paul, Cassidy, Orange Cassidy, Wesley, number 3. So I got 2 more. Bianca Belair, number 2. Just because her title reign is still going. I did not believe that she was going to beat Bayley. And she did. She beat her again. I'm shocked as hell that they got Bayley coming back losing the way she is. We probably should have put her return on that list of who you should be nervous about. Because what's next for Bayley? Like, you can't fight Bianca again, bro. And Damage Control got the titles. I think she lost 3 times already.
That's crazy.
Title matches. So Damage Control got the titles. So like, what's going to happen? Are they going to turn on Bayley or say, hey, you the loser of the group? You holding us back? Like, what's next for Bayley? You know what I'm saying? So he said maybe they do something. Well, they going to do something, Adam, but we don't want to see it no more. That's the point. Like, Bianca has dominated.
That's what I've been saying, Cam. They are hot potatoing the tag belts, but that's the problem. That's their program. They literally, it's this Saudi show. That's been, if instead of the Saudi show, if we had Survivor Series instead, in its place, everything would be coming by a lot smoother, I think. But because of this one show, everything is just so prolonged in this one storyline. In a lot of them too, but more specifically this one. And it's just, it sucks. They're throwing the tag team titles back and forth. Bianca and Bayley are fighting 80 matches for the women's title match, and nothing's changing hands.
Nothing is changing.
No, it's just, oh man. Now they threw Nikki Cross in here. One day she's attacking both. The other day she's attacking both. She gets to the show. Finally, she's helping somebody. It's like, what the hell's going on, dude? It's just so all over the place. I just need it to be done.
So we'll see what happened. We got a lot of rumors of Charlotte coming back soon. We got Mia Yim supposedly coming back to WWE. We got Chelsea Green supposedly coming back pretty soon. But I mean, you can't really blame Bianca because she's doing her job. They just keep putting her in the same thing. It's like, it's only so much she can do. They need to call up Mandy Rose. Call up Toxic Attraction if you're going to do it. Can't just be Mandy Rose. It got to be all of them because the tag division needs it. So
I think Sasha's coming back soon.
Yeah, she posted a video. I feel like it's something else.
Oh, well, never mind. I don't know. You don't think that she's coming back? You think she's doing something else?
I mean, I think she's coming back, but I think she's doing something else first before she comes back. I think the big announcement that she on the video was she like, I got some huge shit coming. Everybody's thinking it's WWE. Why would she announce that?
She's going to Stardom, guys. That's the big news. Everybody, round of applause. Let's go.
I mean, look, the way New Japan and WWE low-key seem to be working together and mentioning championships and all this and sending Shinsuke over to Japan for matches and all that, who knows?
All I'm saying is that Bushiroad owns Stardom and New Japan. And Stardom and New Japan have started working together a lot. And they're about to do a crossover show. Hey,
yeah,
get the boss in there. That's it. You said Banks versus top 5 Mike. Get out of here. Oh, you said she's getting her match with Julia. Let's get everybody's hyped for this.
Look, Bianca wanted to be defending her title at War Games. We never said she was defending her title. We said she's going to be in the program with Bayley again. Maybe Sasha is pregnant. I doubt it.
That'd be crazy.
Not right now.
Left field. Good Lord, this woman is she's having the time of her life.
Yeah, I don't think she will allow herself to get pregnant right now. She got so much going on right now.
Oh yeah.
But Bianca number 2. So I got Logan Paul 5, Orange Cassidy 4, Wesley 3, Bianca 2. Got to give it to the bloodline for number 1, man. Roman Reigns continue his reign. Sami Zayn is getting chance of Sami in Saudi Arabia, and he's not even allowed to go over there. Or if he is allowed to go over there, he won't go over there.
He just refuses to go.
So and he's still getting chance in Saudi. So the bloodline got to be it. Alice joins in. It's 2 hours in the show, and y'all just not coming up in here. I tell y'all. But King said he ain't pulling out, and that's all he's saying. And we'll see. This is why you're not with Sasha Banks right now. That mindset, buddy. When do I see Sami turn on the bloodline? Probably. At first, I was gonna say Survivor Series, but I think they're making too much money on it right now. So I think it's gonna be sometime near WrestleMania or something, or a little bit after WrestleMania. It's either gonna be right at WrestleMania time to have Sami do something with somebody there, or it's gonna be right after WrestleMania time. But yeah, that's my top 5 in the power rankings.
No, we agreed that we could do factions. Razor, that's not cheating.
Thank you, Razor. We did agree. First of all, it's my damn power rankings anyway. I came up with the rules for this, so I ain't trying to hear that. I can put whoever I want to put up in there, Razor. Don't tell me who I can't put up in my effing power rankings. What the hell? But
so we have 5 matches confirmed for Full Gear so far, and we got 2 weeks left. So, oh man! So we'll start with the championship eliminator tournament. So in the top of the bracket, we have Eddie Kingston versus Ethan Page and Bandito versus Rush, and then in the bottom half of the bracket, we have Lance Archer and Ricky Starks, and then Brian Cage and against Dante Martin. So I'm thinking that we're probably going to get Ethan Page and I'm going to say Ricky Starks in the finals. And I think oh man, I think at that point it just depends on who's
in it again. Give me the names again.
All right. So we got Eddie Kingston, Ethan Page, Eddie Kingston versus Ethan Page, and Bandito versus Rush. Let's start there. Who do you think wins that top half of the bracket? Between Kingston, Page, Bandito, or Rush?
Ethan Page and Rush.
So, but between Rush and Ethan Page, who do you think takes it?
The winner fights the champ, which is Moxley.
No. So there's 8 people. So there's two. There's a top part and a bottom part.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm trying to think. Like
Ethan Page and Rush are in the same part of that bracket, is what I'm saying. So they would go on to the finals. They would go on to Full Gear. Whoever wins that, I wish I could show this to you because it would be so much easier.
It would have to be Ethan Page then.
That's what I was thinking. I think Ethan Page is gonna win that part of the bracket, and then we have Lance Archer and Ricky Starks and Brian Cage and Dante Martin in the bottom bracket. And I think Ricky Starks is gonna take that. Just because they gave him time. It was nonsense that he was talking, but they gave them the fact that they gave him time. I think they're probably gonna push him.
So you think it'll be Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks, and then the winner takes on Moxley or MJF?
I think that Ricky Starks will probably win, and I think it's gonna be MJF and Starks at Winners Coming.
I can see that. For some reason, I want to put Lance Archer. Lance and Ricky Starks in the same boat to me. Like they just come back randomly to be put in stuff, and they never really get that push. So that's a tough match to decide between those two. That's what I'm struggling on right now. Because I can really see them pushing either or, because either or is not going to win a title at the end of the day.
No.
So it's just really about,
especially if MJF gets it, he's not. There's nobody taking it.
It's just like it's really about who's gonna put on a better matchup in the storyline. I guess Ricky starts because of the promo battles. I guess so. Yeah, okay, yeah. But Ethan Page could do a promo battle too. And then MJF, what if he does actually turn face for a night or two? So
Oh, well, then that'll be perfect. At least
yeah.
for yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I would rather see him versus Ethan Page. And if MJF is the one getting cheered that night, then that's fine.
So who do you think is winning between Moxley and MJF?
Oh, MJF easily.
MJF? Okay,
I don't
so
trust.
we
I
both
don't
think the same
trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust MJF. He's a little bastard.
I was gonna say something's going on there. The Acclaimed and Swerve in Our Glory 3. Who takes the tag titles? I think that it's I think that AEW that was a problem I had this week actually. I think they showed their hand. Because once the Acclaimed was attacked by the Firm, FTR came out and then they took their belts and they handed to them real slow. So
Yeah.
By the way, shout outs to FTR. They had a fantastic match in Japan this week with the what is it called? The Empire, the United Empire. So it was a really good tag match. These guys are just, oh man. The fact that they're not on AEW TV, but they're still going around other places, killing it. It's crazy to me. Tony's crazy. I don't know why he doesn't have these guys on TV every week. This is wild.
Nobody understands that. But I guess I'm gonna go with, unfortunately, the Acclaim. I want Swerve and Our Glory to win, but
Yeah.
it looks like they're about to break them up. So
Yeah. I think Swerve probably hits Keith Lee with the house party at the end of this.
or they
match.
could swerve us, and Keith Lee is the one that turns heel, and he was just playing nice this whole time, and they beat the crap out of the Acclaim. Who knows?
That'd be real wild.
Yeah.
Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter. I think Tony Storm retains. I know everybody would love to see Hayter as a champion, though. Oh man, good lord. I also think that they kind of missed the boat with turning her face. She shouldn't have been at Grand Slam. She shouldn't have came and helped Britt Baker. I don't think that was. Thought that was lame.
So you could do Tony Storm and then have Thunder Rosa come back versus Tony Storm, former tag partners or whatever. That's the storyline is already there for you. But you could have the heel, quote unquote, Jamie Hayter win, and then Thunder Rosa take it from her. But yeah, Tony Storm is going to win. I think that was the plan the whole time. So.
And then we got the 4-way for the ROH World Championship. Jericho against Danielson, against Castagnoli, against Guevara. Who takes it, do you think? Winner basically goes into, final battle with the title. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking about. I think he's either Danielson or Jericho. Definitely eliminating Cesaro and Claudio and Sammy. And
I hope to God.
I think it's Danielson for that type of pay-per-view.
Because I feel like it's going to be one of them too, and I just really hope it's not, because I just don't want to see Jericho and Danielson for a fourth time. Like I've within a 2-month span, I feel like we've already seen them wrestle so much.
Right.
I don't need to see it on a pay-per-view.
I think it's happening.
Oh man.
I think it's happening in Arlington, in Dallas. So that's going to be their big name pay-per-view for Ring of Honor. And then maybe that'll lead to that TV deal everybody's been talking about. So
Tony Khan announced something. Tony said something's coming. So thank the Lord, because we definitely need I think that's another big problem that I noticed on this week's episode of Dynamite.
Yeah.
Is that there was just there is so much bloatage from all these Ring of Honor people that are here. Yeah, like people even on commentary, like Ian Riccoboni was there for like a match, and you had the ring announcers in there. It's like we're getting some weird amalgamation of Dynamite, AEW, and Ring of Honor right now, but where there's no one like clear show that was happening on Wednesday. It was like just a battle of two brands. Like we need we need Ring of Honor to be its own thing, because I don't want to have to deal with this every week. This was a little crazy.
So you think they get a TV deal, or you think they go start off on YouTube as a YouTube show?
I wouldn't be mad at it being a YouTube thing. I would just hope that they would get us involved in it, be like, hey, like kind of how Impact used to do it.
Yeah.
So that would be nice. They could do what Impact's doing also, and they could charge people like $5 a week or so. You know, or no, not you don't even have to try. It's not even $5. You can pay for $1 to watch it if you wanted. But I don't know if they do get on TV. I have no idea where this would be shopped around. It's not TBS or TNT, and I don't know what time of the week they even have the slot open for. So
yeah, that's tough, man. We'll see what happens, man. December is going to be the end of the year is going to be very telling of the wrestling business with Survivor Series, the ROH, Full Gear, getting ready for the Royal Rumble. It's going to be a lot of important things happening by the end of December. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen, man. You got anything else today?
Nope, that's it.
Well, appreciate everybody coming through, showing your love. YouTube, all the new subscribers, the people on Twitch that always come through, on both pages, man. The people that's watching on Twitter, I didn't realize I was live on Twitter. I'm live on Twitter. So people that's watching on there, much love to you, man. Just keep in contact with us. Follow us on follow me on dopecontent.com. Follow my YouTube, Dope Content. Let's keep growing. Let's keep building. Hopefully we can start getting real sponsors looking our way so we can do more giveaways for the streaming people. But it only works if people start coming in and watching and supporting and telling people about it. So the subscribers are going up. I need the views to go up with the subscribers, though. I'm not talking about just the shorts. I'm talking about the actual video. So we'll see how that go. But yeah, dopecontent.com. This will be on there. So make sure you do it. All the previous episodes of the Budget Cut podcast is on there. It has its own page. Sports podcast is on there. The Dope Content podcast is on there. We are doing a lot. We are covering all bases here at Dope Content. So make sure you come through. Video games and all that. I've broken up every video into different playlists. So I got the Brooklyn 214 from back in the day. Video games on YouTube. I got the Budget Cut, the Dope Content, and the Sports Podcast in their own sections. So it's easy to get to everything now. So appreciate everybody that's coming through showing love. That's all I got. Dark, go ahead.
I missed MTDW this week, so that'll be back. That'll be back on Thursday. Still got to get that second promotion started. Still got to get all the team set up and everything. That's going to be a whole process, but we'll want to have that ready by this week. And yeah, whatever else I'm doing, you'll see it. So I don't really have a clear plan anymore. It's just kind of what happens. So
point is hit the notification bells on both our pages, on all our pages.
Yes.
I would say follow on Twitter, but I probably won't have Twitter too much longer. It probably be
a lot of us will.
Yeah, we'll see how that go. So the communities page on YouTube, I have one. Dark has one. That's where I post my stuff at. And then Dark does his stuff in Discord as well. So follow him in Discord. I like to keep mine on the YouTube's page. So all the posts and stuff, you see it there. So breaking news, you see it there. Podcast episodes that's coming up, you see it there. And then just random stuff to chat about. But we'll see how they go. But until next time, man, y'all be safe. Much love.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that came through. Appreciate y'all so much.
Yes, sir. And we are out.